So, you know, we're all part of this continuity of history and of American crimes and lies, you know, as Bush's wars have become Obama's wars. Following Sean's suggestion that we read something related to the recent events in our country and in our political lives, I thought I would read something I wrote today following yesterday's historic general strike in Oakland. The first general strike in an American city in over 50 years, following the 1946 strike, also in Oakland. Go Oakland. Underreported in the paper because of the property damage later in the evening was the fact that we shut down the Port of Oakland, the fourth largest port in America, which gets the message through. That stops capital flowing. That's real work that the people can do to show that we do not give our consent. So this is a poem about that. Smoke and the railed sky, the ethics of the and, contrasted by a sharper vigor, giving shape to our get-with-itude when we are on top of freight in them inhuman spaces of the port. On such walk alongside friends over the bridge as the sun sets and we commence to barf at cops in motherfucking choppers. Such long walk with friends that we have never taken. Now I'm so glad that I walked with you and that I will have walked. We stood there in the perfect places. We sat down and we ate almonds. We shut the motherfucker down. Thank you. And as a little counterpoint to that, I've been translating Agamemnon, which is a play by the Greek tragedian Aeschylus, who was himself a veteran actually of the wars, the Greek wars with Persia. And that tells the story of a return of a veteran, namely Agamemnon, from the war in Troy. And this is just the passage that I happen to be translating today. It's very brief, but I thought maybe you would like it. It's coming from a herald who is reporting on the wreck of a fleet. And so this is the herald. And having then fled Hades on the deep, then in the bright day, not believing our luck, we grazed in thought on this new suffering, our afflicted powers mega-thrashed. And if any of their number is still breathing, they would speak of us as lost. Why not? We think the same thing to be true of them. But may all become the best, for surely we must now seek for the face of Menelaus. And then I'm going to read my piece from the book, which you'll probably be happy to hear is very short. I was writing something more autobiographical following Sean's prompt, and then right before the deadline he gave us was the assassination of Osama bin Laden. I guess I was really struck by the fact that we've drifted so far into even giving lip service to the idea of rule of law that our president, Barack Obama, trained as a lawyer, could speak of justice when somebody was extrajudicially murdered, no matter what that person was purported to be responsible for. I mean, even Hermann Goering got a trial at Nuremberg. So, you know, anyway, I wrote this text, which is called 50 Sentences from the Month Leading Up to the Extrajudicial Assassination of Osama bin Laden. And the way I composed the text was just combing through notebooks. I keep daily notebooks, so this is sort of combed out from the previous month as though anticipating the event. And there's an epigraph, and the epigraph is from the 44th President of the United States, and the epigraph is, "Justice has been done." And it's numbered, and often there's citations, but I'm going to omit the numbers and citations and just read it like it's a poem. Life during money. I sent out invites for La Commune. All that one knows and experiences informs intuition. Nefas polemoio pantacryptai, the cloud of war concealed all things. How would we know how to get there except by the power of some tempest, which fools believe to be adverse, hurling us, unknowing wanderers, toward that most desired land? 9/11 as a side job. Hey, Kora Galactos Kai Militos, the land of milk and honey. We still lived in that dream world. Prophetism is the prediction of the eternal present, yet we are unable to name the law under which we stand. The center of my heart is Arab song. I believe in prosody as vestment. If the light in you is darkness, how great then is that darkness? A country's economic sick affects its people's speech. Something has happened in the recent past, and facts are recoverable about who did it and why they did it.
There are good ways and bad ways of finding out the facts. This evil is radical because it depraves the ground of all maxims. Judge for yourselves the gigantic shadows of futurity. My thought waits to hear a thing hidden in darkness, for the gods do not notice men who have killed many. Form means we keep changing our minds at every velocity due to life. Poetry is that fact's lucidity. And I still have to write the piece on life during the war that I agreed to for Sean Manzano's publication. 10 years of imperial war in which people of my age came into political majority, whatever the fuck we can construe that to mean in the society of the spectacle. Honest anarchism is the future of humanity. I didn't keep anyone from dying because I'm foolish and I'm selfish and I lack judgment. I'll have to call you back because this boat is sinking. What is there to say about the present? That we only appear to be standing here. Our buildings are burning. We join hands and jump off, and his coming was like the night. Hope is a style of bravery we gather against the future. They don't see bad weather as weather, but as an enemy whose hand they can already feel. Aleph, ba, ta, tha, wow, ya. A sudden circular bath of symbols assails the structure. Sweetie, this is the air I breathe. This is the time when the leaking ship of the law sank for good. But let justice come unto this strand. Justice, justice, justice! I lived where the law said money's speech, where money said the law was money, where money said money was money, was money, was money, was blood, was the fire that clings to the hands of its bearers, in those days inextinguishable. Nomos basileus hopanton, law, the king of all, no longer and not yet. For the one who has a thought and does not teach it in a clear manner is the same as one who never had the thought at all. Home, night, Coltrane LP, refrigerator hum, sirens in the distance. You're running and you're running, but you can't run away from yourself. You must have done something wrong. You see this blue sky? The heart finding itself less than fully effaced. War during lifetime, guided by the forces of exponential resurrection, everyday life in prehistoric times. This is going to be one of those memorable occasions. The real and only question of human organization is, where is the sovereignty? Thank you.